Who's rapping? Overkeen. Dragons? I'm not overkeen. I'll dice them like a knife, slicing right through an aubergine. My dragon shout flow is sweeter than a soda stream. You won't believe your eyes. I'm like an overload of dopamine. A broadsword in one hand and a magic spell in the other. I'm the last of the dragonborn. There's no other, my brother, so run for cover. If you've got scales, then I'm on your tail, and I won't fail like a free roaming.
Welcome to the 35th edition of Skyrim Addict Podcast Roundtable. Someone turned on YouTube. Yeah. It is the 6th episode of Season 6, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Who compares and contrasts Skyrim experiences through a lively roundtable discussion by playing through the same quests with characters who have assigned drastically different attributes. Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Whoops. Hello. I was muted.
Oh, we got you. All right.
I shut my mic off by accident.
Welcome back. This week, or on the next couple episodes of the Roundtable, everyone, we'll be getting to the quests of A Blade in the Dark, Diplomatic Immunity, and A Cornered Rat. So that's what's on the docket. That's what we're doing. Welcome to the show, everyone. We'll go down the row here. Welcome, Michael David. How are you doing this evening?
Fantastic.
What's your character like, real quick, man?
Right now, I am I'm a Khajiit. His name is Maskir. He's a level 60. I believe he was focusing on enchanting light armor and something.
Was being the key term.
Well, because I went legendary on those because I've already blown through 100 with those. So, I forget what the third one was, actually, now that you mention it.
When you
smithing. Yeah, smithing, light armor, and enchanting, and
Alteration.
Oh, alteration was the other one, not enchanting. Alteration, not enchant. I just blew through enchanting like I was focusing on it.
When you go legendary on something, Michael, do you generally keep focusing on it? Do you just go around the horn and keep going, or is it?
Yeah, well, it's a good way to keep leveling. So right now I'm back to 74 in enchanting and back to 61 in smithing, and
so you do keep working with.
Yeah, alchemy. I haven't started back up again, but I will.
Great.
But he's visited. He's gone and got all the enchantments he needs to make his stuff before going legendary. So I have chaos and fiery soul trap and.
Oh, that's why I'm up in Solstheim. Never mind.
Yes, now you remember. And actually, I'm about to go back to Solstheim once since I'm finished the quests, I need something to do for a while. So.
Yeah, it's the perfect place to burn some time.
Go get some black books, have some fun.
Oh, yes. I just went to, however the fuck that place is pronounced, Bekongariki.
Yes.
Bekongariki. Bekongarike.
Ted Beneke.
That place.
Yeah.
Black Market. Just scored that guy recently.
Oh, yeah. Black Market. Always the best.
Yeah.
Always the best.
Welcome to the show, Michael. Thank you again for joining us. We'll move down the line to Jeremy, and I hear you're having the most wonderful of time with this guy.
Oh, yes. I'm getting pretty good at jumping into the game from desktop after multiple crashes.
Multiple times. Oh, man.
Yeah, so I unfortunately don't have a lot to report for this week because I spent more time crashing the desktop than playing. I got through diplomatic immunity. I got over to Esbern, and then I just could not stop crashing after I did the first couple of quests for the fella in the bar.
Yeah.
So I was a little frustrated, so my notes aren't as shitty as they usually are.
Was there any downtime in between when you went to look for Esbern, when you had started having all your problems? Did you do a bunch of stuff and then let it lay, and then time passed, and then you went to look for Esbern, and is that when all the mod crisscrossing stuff happened, or?
No, because this time I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait until the week before and play it all at once so I don't sound like a total idiot and be able to speak to the game a little bit better. So everything I did was in this last week, and of course this week at work was insane, so the little time I did get to play was last night and today, and I just couldn't. Yeah, I tried. I tried my best to get through it and just couldn't get all the way through it. But it does seem I can get to Bethesda.net on my devices now, so I'm hoping that fixes it, so I can.
Yeah, we'll dig into this problem a little bit. Victor, I think he had a little bit of diagnosis that.
Oh, I don't think it worked.
Maybe not. I don't know. We'll dig into this a little bit more here, Jeremy, when the show gets into it. Your character, though, I forget the race and stuff like that real quick.
Old Nadsler Lumberski is a
Never forget that.
Gunmer. And he just got level 10 doing diplomatic immunity, so
that is pretty remarkable. I don't think I would like doing diplomatic immunity and stuff like that at level 10.
That's got to be tough with all the Thalmor,
Yeah.
A lot of saving. A lot of saving and hiding.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. That whole place, for someone who doesn't ever sneak, the embassy is a very frustrating mission sometimes. It's very bad. Well, welcome to the show, Jeremy. I'm sorry you're having all sorts of trouble, but hopefully we can, I don't know if any discussion we could have will help you at all, but maybe offer you condolences at least.
Thanks for having me.
Colin, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Hi, guys. My name's Colin. I'm calling in from Essex in England. My character's name is Clesia Iridia. Sorry. My apologies. Legate Clesia Iridia. She
got the bars now.
Yeah. She is currently a legate. She's completed the Civil War quest line. Let's see. Sorry, her assigned. She's an Imperial. Her assigned attributes were two-handed, enchanting, and pickpocket. Two-handed is 100, and enchanting is 100. Pickpocket is now 52, I think. I just got the perk that gives you an extra 100 carry weight, so that was very, very nice. Extra pocket, I think it's called. And I've gone legendary on one thing that was restoration, because I couldn't get the master level spells. So I just went up to 100 and then just went legendary on it, and then took a couple of other perks. But then the way my game progressed, it turned out that the storyline would allow me to do the Mage's Guild quest line. But obviously I couldn't get the master level spells either, because I'd gone legendary. Well, I'm up to 85 now or something like that on restoration again, so hopefully by the end of the Mage's Guild quest line I'll be back up to 90 so I can do and get the master level spells. That's what I'm aiming for at the moment.
That's great. I'm nowhere near getting any master levels anything. That's great. Welcome to the show, Colin. Thank you for joining us. Juan, hello. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. Juan, calling in from Southern California, Escondido. I'm playing Venatus Barasius. He is an Imperial who is focusing on blocking, enchanting, and sneak. Basically playing him as a heavy armor sorcerer, which is kind of interesting, and he's joined the companions. And he's level 15.
A heavy armor sorcerer.
Yeah.
I never think of putting heavy armor and mages together, unless sorcerer means something, has some connotation that I'm not aware of. It's a mage of some sort, right? What makes a sorcerer different than a normal mage one?
I don't know. I just got the idea from Oblivion. There's a sorcerer class, and apparently heavy armor is one of the primary skills for them.
Okay, so maybe that is the difference. It's a mage that specializes.
I think sorcerers are more often battle mages. Yeah,
that's probably what it is.
And I assume you would have a one-handed weapon you'd specialize in too, or something, or shield, shield and spell, something like that. That's
shield mage. Yeah,
he's focusing on blocking. So yeah,
that's great. Do you ever make use of what are those called? The wards, the magic shields?
I've attempted them in the past, but since you're constantly holding them up, I'm not a fan.
I'm using them a lot in my playthrough. Turning out really awesome.
Does that do any blocking experience for you?
Blocking, no, but it does add extra armor. So it's good for heavy armor, one-handed, and then having, like, especially if you're going up against mages. Because
it's good against dragons too, right?
Yeah, because the dragon breath can't get through the ward.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, if your heavy armor is high enough, it's good for raising your heavy armor because people are pounding on you, but you can resist the magic, and then, like, with the favorite spell, I can go between grand healing and then heal myself up and then go back to the ward to protect myself, and then once I get pounded on my armor a little bit more, which builds up the experience on heavy armor side, and then I'll go down in health, and then I'll just heal myself up. That's how my plus all the extra spells from Apocalypse helps, because some of them are absolutely awesome.
Some of those are great, aren't they? And I've just been looking at a lot of the scrolls actually recently. I was listening to some of your mage playthrough again, Colin, and you were finding a scroll that would duplicate your followers for a temporary time, and I have to get on that.
Warband.
Yeah, I haven't come across that yet, but I need to go. Oh, that's what I'm doing at Nelith's. I'm looking for that. Thank you. I can't believe I just looked that up. I'm actually seriously, literally looking for that scroll. Say it again, Spectral Warband?
Warband, yeah.
Nice. Okay, awesome. And that'll duplicate everyone in your party for a small period of time, correct?
Yes.
I'm hoping that if this is my big test, I've got a bunch of people with the Ritual Stone following me. I actually had a whole band of Netches following me the other day. It's so great. But I was hoping that if I get like a bunch of 30 or 40 people together with me through the Ritual Stone, if I hit that scroll, maybe I can duplicate everyone there. I just wanted to see if that would work, if those two mechanics go together, or if it would make everyone disappear if the Xbox go back in time or something.
Your frame rate would be measured in single digits.
It used to destroy my PS3. Everyone, I'm sure, is tired of hearing about how it destroyed the Ritual Stone, and my PS3 did not get along at all. They hated each other. Season 5 of the Roundtable. So thank you, Juan. Thank you for joining the show again.
Yep.
Week. Patrick, hello. How are you doing tonight, Pat?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. So I'm rocking a sneaky archer wood elf who is focusing literally on sneak and archery as well as destruction. She's at level. So I've played a lot since the quests we're talking about. So in like real current time, she's level 65. Destruction takes so long to level.
It really
so
does,
ridiculous how slowly that skill levels. Because I've gone legendary on both sneak and archery, and I'm almost going around the corner again on sneak. I'm at 97, but I haven't even hit 100 yet on destruction for the first time.
Especially enchanting goes way fast. Like there's certain ones that just go way fast.
Yeah. I've gone legendary on smithing and alchemy, and I'm at 100 on enchanting, but I don't want to give up double enchantment, so I haven't gone legendary there. So I feel like I'm doing pretty well on everything except destruction, which I'm finally at 94, but it has been a real slog.
Wow. 94. So you are eligible now for the master levels. Have you looked into that?
No, well, sort of, because they're bugged. At least destruction is bugged. You have to get 100.
Yeah.
Now, if you load unofficial patch,
how did I not know that?
Well, you would think it would be fixed because it's well documented in UASP, but it's the unofficial patch will fix it to 90, but then that screws up getting mods. So I'm
achievements.
Yeah, achievements. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So I played around with the mods a little bit last weekend, but I actually went back to my non-modded playthrough because I've got a couple achievements. I think I'll probably do better getting with this character than with my second character that I'm starting.
How close are you to achievement hounding it all?
Well, I'm like two. So I've made rapid progress. I'm like maybe have like roughly 2/3 or something, but I've got all the really sort of annoying ones left, right? You know that I gotta be a werewolf and be a vampire. So all the ones that I have left are things that don't fit the character.
How dare you? Annoying.
Well, there's other ones that are annoying too.
One of the greatest pleasures in the game. Just for the guards.
Well, okay. Annoying example: you got to pick 50 locks and pick 50 pockets.
Well, that's an easy one. The hard.
If you're doing if you're doing a pickpocket playthrough,
Yeah.
sure, but I'm not with this character.
Yeah, pickpockets is tough.
Yeah,
for me.
50 locks is trivial. Yeah, but it's got to be both.
Yeah, the worst is the flying the dragon 5 times.
I did that.
Whoop! I lost you. You did do it. I can't.
Because fly long enough for it to register I was flying.
Nice.
If you're on like a legacy Skyrim and you have it all modded with I've forgotten what it's called, the horses mod, the most popular one, convenient horses. Follower mounts the horse and follows you along on the horse. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want him to toss a rope and tie it around like
The dragon kite.
yeah, exactly. Let's go fly a kite, y'all. Oh, great. Thank you so much for joining us, Pat. Always a pleasure. And Victor, hello. Currently in motion, calling from his car on his way to Florida. Victor, thank you so much.
I'm not in motion. That's tomorrow, Andrew.
What?
I'm sitting here on my couch.
Couch Victor. This thing. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
My daughter is on her way down here to meet me, but no, I'm sitting on my couch.
Victor had a change of plans. Everyone, it was a scare that he might not be able to join us this week, but
I'm sure you're all terrified.
Yeah, be grateful.
Yeah.
Thank goodness Victor can join us. We're glad to have you. Thanks.
I'm happy to be here. So yes, I am Victor. I'm calling from slightly snowy Hudson Highlands of New York State. My character is Freya Hawthorne. She's an archer, a conjuration mage, a fighter. She's also specializing in being sneaky. She is right now, let's see, she's level 68 in archery and 67 in sneak. She's level 30, about 2/3 of the way through level 30. So, and she's in at 62 in conjuration. So she's pretty even across the board, working her way up those three. Along with other things, she joined the companions and is now the harbinger, and so gets to order them around as much as she likes, and which amounts to a hill of beans. And right now she's working her way through the quests for this week. So that is Freya Hawthorne in a nutshell.
Thank you, Freya. Welcome to the show. I'm Andrew. I'm calling in from Indiana, and I am playing a character that is a Argonian who specializes in restoration magic with also light armor and some smithing. I like the smithing and light armor together. I'm using the Ars Metallica mod to help with the smithing, and that's really nice. I've been enjoying that. Light armor wise, I'm also using a mod that allows you to craft the Nightingale armor and the robes of the Greybeards. So I've matched the hood of the Nightingale armor with the Greybeard robes, and it actually looks really pretty awesome, I think. And it allows you also to armor those robes as well. So you can or cannot add armor. There's actually a lot light armor and a heavy armor version. So that's fun. And smithing, light armor, restoration. We're about level 30 almost, not quite there. And I was just looking at my screen. I'm doing that stupid thing again where I don't invest my perks. I've got 10 perks to increase, and I'm a level 30 character. What the hell is wrong with me?
I grab my perks right away because that's the most fun part is playing with your perks.
Yeah. It's just, it used to be before Legendary. It was like, okay, here you go. This is it. But now that you can go Legendary stuff, you can take those perks back. But I used to always be like, intimidate, take the wrong one or whatever, you know.
And then there's the Black Book power too, which is actually really cool.
Yeah, those are very nice.
The one that lets you reset your perks.
Respec everything, yeah. I like that a lot. Yeah,
I've used that several times. I've had a lot of fun with that, just like playing around with a perk tree for a little bit and then just resetting it and going back to sort of mainstream stuff.
Yeah, very nice. So I will remind any new listeners to the Roundtable show that this is it's kind of a walkthrough. We're not going to just do a walkthrough. This is someone's going to help sort of talk about their adventure, and everyone on the show is welcome to just hop on in and make comments about whatever's going on, and we'll go off on tangents, but we'll always meander back to the quest line eventually. But everyone, please jump on in. This is an open forum discussion show, really accentuating the differences in our experiences based on the roles that our characters received on our website, where you can find our character generator. I don't know. Go to ASA Podcast. Yeah, thank you, Marcus, again for setting that up. ASApodcasting.com, and you click on the Skyrim Addict portion, just the one with the dragon, y'all. Scroll down a little bit, and it says the Skyrim Roundtable character generator or stats generator page, something like that. So join in on the fun. Send in some Roundtable feedback, some play-along feedback to SkyrimRoundtable@gmail.com, and we go over that special feedback on ASA, just regular Skyrim Addict episodes where everyone gets together, listens to feedback, and chimes in and talks about it. So we sort of get a double dose of good Roundtable discussions that way.
Yeah, and fantastic submissions last time. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. Thanks to everyone for submitting. So
thank you everybody for sending in the feedback. It was awesome to listen to.
Yep.
Yeah, ditto. Yeah.
So what do we have going on, guys? This is let's just sort of open it up to concerns and new and interesting things that have happened, or we can just launch into the quest, whatever you'd like to do.
I had a pain that one of the mods got taken off Xbox audio.
Yeah.
Was it a relationship dialogue overhaul? No, it's still on my Xbox, so it's still in my playthrough.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I didn't.
But it won't get up.
I saw that. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, I read up on that a little bit more because I thought maybe it had something to do with Jeremy's issues, because sometimes I've had the experience on the Xbox where if you try to upload or update a mod and you start to download the update and the update fails, then the interface, which is really crappy, deletes the mod instead of just leaving it where it was. So I thought maybe that it might have happened to Jeremy, but as it turns out, that wasn't the problem. But RDO, the author, I think it's Clouded Truth, I think is the author's name. Anyway, there was an issue with timestamps or something with the Xbox version of the mod of the game, and so he was having all kinds of negative feedback. So he just pulled the mod until things get sorted out. It's still up on Nexus, and I believe it's still up on Bethesda.net for PC.
So. Yeah, somebody said that for PC it's fine, but for Xbox it's just not working out properly.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, the issue I had with it was when I went back into the game. When I got into combat, the combat music would come on, and then it wouldn't turn off. And then I'd carry on, and then eventually, finally, I'd end up in a new cell, go somewhere, and it'll finally switch off. Then immediately when I come into some combat music again, it would come on again. And then I thought, well, I'll just ignore it and carry on going, it was as loud as hell, but annoying, but I carried on going. And then I ran away from the enemy because I was sprinting across the map, because that's what she does. She doesn't ride a horse. She runs and sprints everywhere. And she ran into some more enemies. And when she got there, a new set of combat music started up, but not at the same time in sync with the other one. Oh, my
God.
So I had two lots of combat music going on, but it was kind of like a round robin where they were going off at different times. So I turned off and went back to the main screen, and then turned off the Xbox, turned it back on. I turned on the main screen where it comes up, where it's got the Skyrim music, where it goes bum bum bum, the big show music, and that was going on, and the combat music was going on at the same time.
Good Lord!
So I went to and this is when I found out that the bloody mod had been taken down. So I didn't delete it. I switched it off. I saved, switched it off. Yeah, I switched it off, and then I went back into the game with it switched off, and then it had sorted out the problem, and then I came back out again, turned it back on, and then it readjusted itself and sort of like reset the mod load order and reordered the files. Then I went back into the game, and ever since then it's been fine.
Huh. Wow.
Weird.
So I think it's sort of like, it just needed to give itself a kick. So I was just going through all of that just in case anybody else walked into the same sort of problem I did.
So that must be the timestamp issue that they were talking about, or at least one of them anyway.
I didn't know when to stop the music and when to start it.
Yeah. That's it's an awesome example of the delicacy of mods.
And I have only 4! Fucking bastards.
Well, it is. It's a very delicate balance. Sometimes they all work beautifully, and sometimes there's just little tiny train wrecks that just ruin your day.
Jeremy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm holding strong at 43 mods.
40.
That's a lot of mods for an Xbox.
Who knew you'd have any trouble whatsoever?
I was just saying, who would have figured I spend more time on my desktop than in the game?
I think I've discovered your problem there. As Victor said, it's a balance problem. So install 44.
That's right.
You're just off by one. One more and you're good.
Yeah.
No odd number.
It's the odd number.
Great. So complaints, bitches, moans. What's going on, Jeremy, with your mods?
I don't know if it's a mod thing. Has the game been updated lately?
I think there was an update recently.
There was. I don't know if it hit Xbox yet, though. I thought.
Oh yeah, you might be right. It might not be on Xbox.
PC last week. Xbox sometime soon. I'm not sure if it happened yet or not, though. I've got mine on right now, and I did not notice. It didn't make me stop and say It usually stops me and says your game needs an update.
It's 1.2.36.0.8 is my current build. I don't know what is that the latest one? Oh, seriously. I mean, you can look right in your little lower corner of your stats screen.
Let me look.
System. Let's see. Skills.
We expect you to know this off the top of your head, Andrew.
Yeah, I should. I'm sorry. I apologize.
How dare you not be prepared?
Let's see. On the bottom of the stats screen, on general?
On the system menu, about lower left.
Okay. Oh, yeah. 1.2.36.0.8.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So, I don't remember it updating when I turned it on the most recent time, but it probably just did it in the background.
Yeah. I just read that there was some sort of update.
Yeah, I know there's one coming, or if it didn't come already, so that could be the issue.
Yeah, hopefully it'll help.
I hope so. I need to get back to the
screw everything up.
I don't know if it could hurt.
I don't know if it could hurt.
Yeah. Well, if you keep a list of just write down a list of all the. I mean, do you have all the mods you have downloaded are active, or do you have some that?
Oh
are
yeah.
active?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, then just uncheck them all and see if the game will load at all, and then just start rechecking them without saving, of course. Just start rechecking them and see if you can isolate the one that causes the crashes, if you can. Sometimes you can't because it's baked into a save and you're cooked.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me with just one of the experimental builds I was working on the PC. It cooked in a crash. I couldn't enter Orithime no matter what. Doesn't matter if I turned off all the mods or turned them back on again. And that's why we had a discussion about this. I think on the Facebook group a couple of 3 weeks ago. Somebody was saying, well, you follow the old troubleshooters path. You disable half of them and then disable the other half of them and isolate it that way. Well, it doesn't always work because if it's baked into the save, it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to crash no matter what. And that's what happened to that build. So it's dead.
So Victor, would you like say turn off mods, load an older save to get that to be the current one that Xbox tries to load, and then start re-enabling mods? So what if somebody determines that their save is corrupt?
Well, first of all, I turn off all your autosaves so that you don't walk through a cell and autosave. Turn off all the autosaves, and then just start, turning off mods and moving around the world and see if it does autosave, delete the autosave for whatever reason. Sometimes it will autosave even if you don't want it to. Just make sure, yes, that you have a baseline save that you haven't changed and you can go back to with all the same mods active, and it should be fine.
Yeah, because I guess that's one good feature about the way the Xbox sets up a separate modded character, that at least you could go back to the unmodded character and sort of start over there if you had
That's correct. It's sort of a rudimentary sort of profiles. It's the same. I think it's the same framework they used for Fallout 4. It's not what the original Skyrim did, but it's
I think one thing, it seems to be, I haven't pulled up Fallout 4 to actually compare, so my memory could be wrong, but I was remembering that with Fallout 4, that if you turned off mods and went back to that file with mods turned off, I was thinking it didn't flag it as modded anymore. I can't remember. So your character, you have a branch, you have a non-modded branch, which will be the like with me, I started with mods at like level 60 or something. So, that's my first mod. So I've got a branch starting there, and then I have since turned off mods because I'm going to go back to achievements, but I've still got the modded branch. And I was thinking for Fallout 4 that modded branch would kind of rejoin the unmodded branch once you turn mods off, but maybe I'm remembering that wrong.
Yeah, that's a little more than my brain can handle.
Yeah, I need to actually stop guessing because I'm not sure either. But there is one thing I did notice that there's a couple things that unofficial patch, because I'm currently have mods turned off, but there's a couple of bugs that unofficial patch fixed that are still fixed even with it not loaded in that branch of save files. So I guess it does something. So I guess that's a way, sort of showing that mods can persist into your save files even if you don't have mods loaded, or the effects of mods can persist.
Scripts, basically.
The one I noticed was the Crimson Nirnroot counters don't go below 0 anymore.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the Crimson Nirnroot counters can become progressively more negative if you take Crimson Nirnroot and put it in and out of containers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I put all my alchemy stuff in my Whiterun house chest, and as I was putting Crimson Nirnroot in and out, somehow it would get, every time I would take it all out and then put it all back in, it would decrement by 1, so it finally got to like -8. It's like I have -8 Crimson Nirnroots in my unmodded.
Oh, jeez.
That means they're just all white Nirnroots or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're grown underground so that they grow white, like that German asparagus.
Like that, like that asparagus stuff. Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, so I just ran across, was it Talsgar the Wanderer?
Oh.
He was getting, that wandering bard, tells you about the Bard's College. So he was getting beat up by some bandits, so I shouted at everybody.
Oh.
But now everybody's attacking me. Now I was going on my way to Windhelm because I'm going to go back to Solstheim. Now I can't. No, everybody just keeps attacking me, and I only have a 40 bounty. I think.
Really pissed for 40.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm a Stormcloak.
Usually you can be like, do you really have time for this?
Yeah, they won't even talk to me, and I don't even have my weapons or anything out. So
you got to take your weapons out and then put them away.
Oh, is that what I got to do?
Yeah, make sure they're out.
Yeah.
And then either make them out and then put them away. If it still doesn't work, then take them out again and then put them away again until somebody recognizes that you're surrendering.
I don't think that's allowed. Isn't that called brandishing or something? I think you get in trouble for that.
Nope, didn't work. All right. Oh, come on, Captain. Don't. No, I'm trying to get on the boat. I thought the captain was going to start attacking. We're going to have to go. All right, I'm just going to take a boat.
Ooh. Nice.
We're just taking a boat away. Just hopped on a boat and sailed away in the middle of a guard attacking me.
In the Facebook group, we've been sort of not really challenging, but encouraging everyone, a few people, to pick up how many weird different followers that we can. I've got Bilgemuck, the warthog pig, around.
Oh, is that the one from Solstheim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the weakling. Yeah.
He will follow you to the mainland of Skyrim, but he will not follow you off of the boat. He will just stand there and wait for you to go back to Solstheim. So he won't follow you all over the place, but he'll follow you all over Solstheim. He'll fast travel with you and everything.
Nice.
Cool. He's like the Gleda the goat of Solstheim. If you've ever used that awesome.
But is Gleda a legit real follower?
No, it's a mid-quest follower, right?
Yeah,
Okay, quest
pick
only.
up,
Okay.
and if you don't continue the quest, those are the followers that I like, Pat.
Yeah. I continue to have fatality issues with my followers, so.
Fatality issues.
That's the reason I like these ones, because they're not supposed to die.
Yeah.
They're until you deliver them where they're supposed to go.
Yeah, I finally got Argus. He survived a while. He's fully tooled out in ebony armor and legendary ebony armor with double enchantments, and he hasn't died yet. So maybe I finally got him sufficiently protected.
He's an expensive investment now.
Yeah. I was going to say, you can get your followers to have 100% magic resistance. You can give them, boots and amulets of resist, like, shock, fire, and all of that. And then when you get that up high, you can get them to completely resist any type of magic.
And when I've got that companion's insight from the Black Book, where I can't hurt him. So aren't they supposed to be essential? But you can kill them, isn't that if they can die from friendly fire, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Normally, but if you have the companion's insight, then you can't kill them anymore.
That's So that may be the other reason why Argus has maintained living status, unlike Lydia and Borgok and Bane and everybody else.
Argus.
He's a House Carl from.
He's the Lindrel Hall. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's another Argus from interesting NPCs. Sorry, I got totally confused there.
Yeah, this Argus. He's confusing because he's Argus the Bulwark, and when you're walking around Solstheim and they're talking about the Bulwark, that's your guy.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about? You talking about me?
Yeah.
No. He's always getting in fights in downtown Black Rock, whatever that's called.
Red Rock, right?
Raven Rock.
Red Rock? Yeah, that's
Raven Rock.
Red Rock's the concert place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
So yeah, I've just been running around Solstheim. I came up here. Nelith did not have that scroll. I was kind of disappointed.
You could try Drevis. Is it Drevis or Nevis at the college, because he's the illusion guy, and it's an illusion spell.
Okay. I'll definitely go check him out.
Is this something from Ordinator that you're looking for?
Apocalypse.
No, Apocalypse, the spells. I'd only noticed the spells. I hadn't even really taken much notice of the scrolls yet. I kind of want to do a dumb character who doesn't understand magic and can only do scrolls, and he eventually. I've never thought about doing that sort of character before. That sounds fun.
Oh, well, I was just done Mizzolft, and she doesn't use any other form of magic other than restoration. So she got all the way to the end of the Mizzolft, and then realized, oh crap, I'm going to have to use frost and fire to control that orb.
Oh God, you're going to get
to refocus the crystal, and I can't use those types of magic. So she went all the way back to the College of Winterhold and got a staff, one of each, but she couldn't find frostbite and flames. All she could have was one of chilling thingy, like, it's one from Apocalypse. So chilling something, and then a fireball staff. So I'm standing there blasting this thing with fireballs and this special Apocalypse staff trying to get this thing, and it took forever to try and get the thing to refocus. It was an absolute pain. But some of them, there's one scroll, summon a Daedric Kikarim or something, or Kaikarim, and it's basically like a Daedra mount, and you summon it and you get on it and you sort of like it travels twice at the speed of a horse, but lower NPCs will flee in terror as you're running by on it.
Oh wow!
So I'm saving that one up. She can't use the conjuration spell version of it, but she can damn well use the scroll. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's awesome. Yeah. I've never really played a ton with scrolls in the game, actually.
I don't think it's really the mechanics are really good unless you use a mod that allows you to make scrolls.
Yeah.
That would be fun, though. That's not fun.
All right, so okay, newbie admission of the show today. I still haven't figured out how to make a damn scroll work. So what is it? Do you equip it and how do you actually cast a scroll spell?
You just use it as you're using a spell, but it's only one use.
But just select it in your inventory.
Yeah, you have to select it.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I'd tried that, but it wasn't seem to work. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again. But I usually just sell scrolls because I'm too stupid to figure them out.
Yeah, just use it like a weapon.
Yeah, and there's some that are master level, so you have to do the master level animation. So they're two-handed, so you have to hold down the button for quite a long time, and then your character will spinning animation where it's like summoning up all its power to try and.
Maybe that's.
Meanwhile, the Draugr are beating the crap out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I just say like screw that. I'll just poop out an Atronach and start start hiding.
Mind you, the first time I used the scroll of mass paralysis in my very first playthrough, my mouth was agape. It was just so cool of where they just stopped there, and then they sort of like done the hand spinning animation because I was in third person at the time, and sort of like just holding the hands out, and then suddenly boom, and then everybody in the entire building just dropped to the floor.
Is that master? Is that master illusion?
Alteration.
Alteration. Okay.
Paralysis.
That's the master alteration spell. Yeah.
There's also a scroll for it as well.
Yep.
There's a whole having to get a knife and a dragon scale and something or other.
Oh yeah, with was it?
That's for destruction, I believe.
Oh, is it destruction?
No, that's for dragon. No, you're right.
Yeah, it's alteration. Yeah, you get from Tolthia.
Dragon hide, I think you get from there.
Yeah,
right?
Kavazane's Fang or something. You have to use. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I've already got it. You'll find it if you can actually find it before you get the quest.
Yeah, I have it now. Yeah,
and it's dragon heart scales that you need to get.
Yep.
And what does that do again? God, it's been so long since I did that. I've gotten the master alteration spell. It's been a long time ago though.
It reduces all damage by 80%.
But the dragon heart scale, what is that? How is that or anything?
No, that's just.
I think Tolthia uses it as toilet paper.
He's very absent.
It's just making sure you're worthy is basically all it is.
Any dragon provided, or does only a specific? Do legendary dragons only provide it? Is there a specific thing about that?
No, any dragon provides it. Yeah, any dragon provides it. You just got to go and kill one, and then make sure you equip Kazavine's Fang, because even though it does 4 damage, apparently it's the only thing sharp enough to be able to get through a dragon.
And it's sharp enough to get through Dragonhide. That's believable.
Yeah.
So are dragons, though, right?
Yeah.
Great. So Juan, what have you been doing?
I did some pest control in Whiterun. Heimsker and Nazim are both
outside of Whiterun in a particular beverage station, or
no.
Okay, you're talking about something else. Then tell me what you do.
No, in Whiterun, Heimsker committed suicide by Whiterun guards as well as Nazim.
Very cool. How'd you pull that off?
Well, Heimsker is the easiest one because I just get over by the wall where I'm not seen, cast Fury on him, and then he'll just start attacking the guards.
And watch the guards tear him apart.
Yep. Nazim, I actually had to follow him around because I tried it in town and I kept getting spotted.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't stop. he just kind of keeps moving back and forth, or he's in a crowd. Finally got him when he was close to the meadery. I was up on a hill, hit him, and then I had to run and hide because apparently he was coming after me. But after I was hidden, he was killed by the guards, which I went over. I was looking for his body so I could loot him, and one of the guards came over to me when I was close to him, and he's like, "Do you know anything about this?" Don't know what you're talking about. He's like, "I got my eye on you." I'm like, "Okay."
Is that the Cloud District guy?
Yes.
Or whatever.
Yeah, he got by vampires in my playthrough. I was so happy.
Oh, sadness.
Pat did not rush to not save him.
Yeah. Oh no! Stop!
No, not Nazim, please.
He rushed to go get some popcorn.
Well, it's funny because Adrienne got by the same vampires, and I got her inheritance. But then she's alive again all of a sudden.
Yeah,
so
you mentioned that before. What's up with
that?
that?
That was just strange. She's among the living again. So good for me. She's fully available as a merchant again. So that was nice.
She's a vampire now.
That's a tragic loss to any playthrough. Are those main merchants in right there in Whiterun at the entryway?
Yeah.
Or any of them through the downtown that you use, or just any of that stuff. To lose that stuff sucks, especially if you're in the game. Eventually, you can replace them, but I mean, by finding it elsewhere, it's not like you can. I wish someone else would take up shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be good.
They do sometimes, right? Some of the shops have a backup.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah.
I've never heard.
I think for Bellathor, it's supposed to be the guy who says he works with Bellathor. And with AJN,
I thought it was what was the town's bike name?
Oh yeah,
Isolde
too as well.
Isolde, that's it.
Isolde, yeah.
Yeah, Isolde is usually the one that goes in for Bellathor.
Oh, for Bellathor, okay.
Yeah.
You could replace someone. You have to get a mammoth tusk for her at some point for something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just teaches you how to she adds to your speech. And then she's available for marriage.
Yeah,
marriage.
Everyone marries.
Marriage.
Yeah. Although I did have an interesting experience when I was working on the Companion's Quest, because I raised my level up to expert, and I was still level 13, and I was going. I just turned into a werewolf, and you know how you have to go and. There's a rumor that there was a piece of Wuthrod somewhere, and one of the guys from the Companions went in there, and you're supposed to go back him up and help him. And I kept getting one-shotted by the Silverhand Chief. Just kept killing me, and I'm like, and I was sitting there I was at work just kind of thinking about it. I'm like, how can I freaking beat this guy? And so I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to turn down my level, And I started thinking about it more, and I'm like, wait, I'm an Imperial. I have Voice of the Emperor. So I went in, opened the door. I used Voice of the Emperor, which calms everybody in the room. And then I hit the. I went into sneak, hit the. Try to kill his three companions, managed to kill them each individually, and then I started on him. So it was just him against me and Lydia, and finally I was able to take him down. I was so happy.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm just like, that's why you have all these skills. Use them.
I always forget to use those.
Yeah, special powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a Fort Frostmoth key. Where do I get that key? Is that in a different? Shoot,
it's downstairs. Go through the.
I have to go through a different place and go downstairs first.
Yeah, go through the cobwebs. Go downstairs.
Oh yes, I saw those just a few seconds
Yeah,
ago.
the less thick cobwebs. The other ones are a different problem.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I'm looking at Chaos Enchantment. If you guys could,
I love that. That's a great enchantment.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun in Souls Time. I did that, that I not fully cleared out, but I did a lot of the Solstheim stuff, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoy the Solstheim stuff a lot. One of my favorites.
Who was using runes? What was it? Pat? Were you using runes?
Marcus.
No,
Marcus.
Yeah, because I've been even since then I've been using them more and more. Now I'm just like setting up pathways of runes and using the throw voice shout and just having people run at me and die as they fall at my feet and catch on fire.
Yeah, I was using runes, fire runes on the sleeping Draugr, and that's really fun.
That is great. Yeah,
there was one place where they weren't waking up at all, and I took out. It was the. I don't think it was the Dragon Beast. I think it was just the Death Lord, but the Death Lord hadn't popped up yet. So I went out and took out every one of his support Draugr before they woke up, and it was great.
Oh, was that at Oh god, I just did that quest too. They were all like lined up on the sides and stuff.
Yeah, it was like a whole circle. There must have been like 10 of them, and every one of them, I just ruined every one of them. Not a one of them broke up. It was so fun.
What the heck one is that? Do you guys remember?
Red Eagle?
What's that?
Red Eagle?
No, it wasn't Red Eagle. It was
Or is it on Solstheim?
Ooh, King Olaf. Is that
King
that
Olaf,
one?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Tending the
that's
Flames.
Bard's College quest.
Yeah. At the very end of that.
You got the ones in the chairs is the Bard's is King Olaf is the one in the chair.
That was it.
God, somebody should do a let's play of that.
Yes.
Great idea.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But by themselves with no friends.
Yeah, no friends. Yeah. Yeah, the runes are. I had never used them on like the coffins and stuff like that, but it'll blow them up before they even get out.
Yeah, and it feels like it feels like they take damage more because one rune typically won't kill a level Draugr, but it was knocking them out before they even got out of the coffins.
They're apprentice level spells though, right? You can't like buy a rune spell tome and use it when you're like at the very beginning. They cost a fair amount of magicka, right?
Yeah, they do.
I have fire runes right now that I've been using since like level single digits at least.
I got mine fairly early.
Maybe that's because I have some mods that are changing.
Maybe because the generic ones, double casting is you can't double cast them for a long time.
Yeah, I've run into that issue.
Plus, you got to remember, if they're in sneak, they're not in combat, so their magicka regeneration is quite good. So they go up in sneak, cast it, and then the magic, because they're not in combat, the magic regeneration is quite fast. It's only if you're in combat does your magicka regeneration cut down considerably.
Yeah, because I can, well, obviously I can do them two-handed now since I'm like level 60 or whatever, but yeah, I had never, because I haven't really played with them that much, and I forget what I was going through, but I was just trying to put them next to the coffin where I knew things were going to pop out, and they just started blowing up, and I'm like, oh, I can just blow them up before they even wake up. This is even better.
Yeah.
That's great. I love Marcus's description of laying like a landing strip for the dragons. He would just like cast and run and tossing them behind himself as he was running and be like, I think he's going to land over here. And just, I always thought that was really awesome.
I haven't done that yet. I need to do them for the dragons.
I think Marcus, he was running some mod, I thought, one of the magic mods to make the runes even better.
I think he did.
He's got both. Yeah, he's got Ordinator and Apocalypse.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got some. Yeah, you've got some whatchamacallit special rune perks in Ordinator.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Actually, yeah, it gives me more distance. I can put more down. Because what's the limit in vanilla? Like 3 or something when you get to the max level?
I thought it was just 1.
I know right now I can on mine, and I'm running Ordinator. I can only do 1 because I don't have any of the perks.
I think when you I think in vanilla though there are perks where you can get up to 2 or 3. I'm pretty sure.
No, there's 2 frost. There's 2 Atronachs, and then the rune perk is you can cast it further.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You can lay more down and cast them further, I think, are the 2 options for runes, right?
But Rune Master can place runes 5 times farther away, and in the vanilla there's no
distance.
More.
There's no multiple runes.
Oh, there's no multiple runes. And
I don't think so. I'm
No,
looking at the
I think
tree
it's
right
just
now.
one.
Huh? I thought
Yeah,
there
it's
was.
just distance. Yeah.
Three.
Pretty sure.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I thought you could, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could definitely be mistaken on that. It's been a while.
You guys are so used to playing with mods. Yeah, your mods are your default. Yeah.
Modded playthrough, and I haven't even ever used runes in this one. I could be sorely mistaken though. Nice. I'm fighting that General Falx Carius right now, guys.
Poor folks.
Oh shoot! I didn't even get 2 swipes in, and he was already dead. Oh, my guys already did too much damage. Oh darn! Verilus, my mage, keeps punching people to death.
Punching people to death.
Use the damn magic. What are you doing?
He's not a mage. He's a priest.
He's a priest. You're right, a priest of RK. But he's got this awesome shock. Not awesome. It's just sparks. It's not all that impressive, but I don't know why he's just not using it. He's used it in every previous playthrough I've ever used Verilus in. And he just walks up and punches stuff now. I don't know what's wrong with the trolls. He'll walk up straight up to trolls, punch them right in the nose.
I boop you.
Yeah.
Got your nose.
Maybe technically he does more damage with his fists than he does with his magic, so he chooses that over.
That's probably true. Yeah, sparks is not great.
They look real pretty though.
Argus loves to conjure frost atronachs with the staff I gave him, so they'll use alternate stuff.
I hate frost atronachs. They just get in the way.
Oh, they're so bulky. Yeah.
They're pain in the ass.
Well, that's good for me though, because like I can hide behind him and use archery and things. But yeah,
That's fine when you cast it, but when somebody else casts it,
yeah,
just get in the way.
totally.
I'm having that problem with Esbern right now because that's what he does. He casts frost astronauts. In the rat way is a frost astronaut.
Oh, they're.
Oh my god. Oh geez.
Oh, that's where I used a ton. Did we get to Esbern yet? Did we get to that quest? That's right.
Next episode.
Oh, that's a good point. We'll talk about that next time, but it revolves around runes, obviously. But
I did find the bound bow though.
did you?
I found it in the embassy in a safe.
Oh, in the embassy. Oh,
in the embassy in a safe.
Huh.
Wow.
I thought it was only in Fort Amol.
I thought so too, but
You can buy it from.
yeah, you can buy it. Yeah,
It shows up randomly, right? It's rare or whatever, but.
I've seen it at the college once in a while.
I think once you get up high enough, then it's more
Oh,
accessible.
okay.
Oh, it's like a random.
Yeah, if you get to 75 conjuration, I believe, then you can buy it.
Oh, okay. Is
from
that
the
what it is?
college.
Yeah, so far none of my bound weapons I've had to purchase because I got the bound sword off of a. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got the bound sword in Bleak Falls Barrow, and I got the bound bow in the embassy. So I was really stoked.
Wow.
Nice.
And I've been using it ever since. Got rid of my regular bow, so got the bound sword, bound bow. Makes a nice little combo, and I just picked up the Periite quest.
Oh yeah, I need to get that shield. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good shield, especially with I'm running the Atch. Oh, I just picked up the Ethereum crown. Do I need to be wearing that for it to be active, or just in my inventory?
You have to wear it.
You have to wear it.
I think I have a perk where I don't have to wear a helmet and I still get the light armor, but I don't know.
I think it's classed as light armor.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm not wearing a helmet, is the Ethereum crown class as light armor?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Or arrow heavy. I know it's classed as armor.
Armor. No, it has 0 armor rating.
Oh.
But the perk I have in Ordinator, I have full. I don't have to wear a helmet to have the full light armor. Like it gives me a 20% bump if I'm not wearing a helmet. The only thing is my helmet is Dragon Scale, and Destruction and Magicka regenerates faster. So I don't know if it's better for me to have the Ethereal Crown or that. So that's my only dilemma.
I suppose it depends on the stone you choose.
Yeah, because right now I have the Atronach. I was looking for something that goes well with that, where I'd be like almost completely resistant to everything.
Lord.
Lordstone, right? That's the other one, right?
Yeah, 25 resistance and 25 magic resistance. That damage resistance and magic resistance.
And magic resistance. Yeah, that'll give me a big...
And if you do the Mara quest in Riften, you'll get 15 magic resistance. You know, the ones where you go to the 3 couples do that.
Oh, yeah. Where you have to get what's his name in Markarth and...
Yeah.
Which is weird. Calcimo and...
And the 2 ghosts in Battlefield.
Oh, yeah, the ghosts out in the middle at that monument.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
monument.
I just did that.
I like that one. I haven't done... that one's... Because I don't do the Mara quest that often. So it's kind of one that you kind of forget about, I guess. But I do like that one. It's that monument you kind of come across. It's, west of Whiterun? That monument, I think.
Yeah, it's right by Rorik's Head.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. It's one of those ones you think is just nothing, but it actually goes to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, was
And
when we got to Riften, and was it Clecia first found Maramal, and then heard all about sort of like getting married in Skyrim. She was like, "Oh my god, I didn't know I could get married." So she done the whole thing of like going off and proposing, and came back with Lydia and got married, and sort of like both the kids were there, and it was there that she decided that she was going to give up her beast blood. So she had maxed out werewolf, like got all the perks, maxed it out completely. But she gave it all up because she didn't want to go to the hunting grounds with her scene. She wanted to spend the rest of her days in Sovngarde with Lydia. So she cured herself of werewolfism, and now she's an agent of Mara. So she spreads the love of Mara and all her restoration magic to whoever needs it. So I quite enjoyed that. And Great Quest, it really went with everything and sort of like, carried on throughout the whole story.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think maybe I'll hop over and grab the Mara quest then. I have to head to Riften anyway at some point again.
I've got the beacon. Or no, that's the other one.
Oh,
the Mara,
Meridia,
and Riften, the marriage thing. I remember someone was saying how they wanted to go get married, but they kept trying and thought everything was broken.
Oh, it was Sherry.
Oh, Sherry.
Yeah.
You forgot you had to go talk to the priest or whatever over there.
Yeah, if you don't do the whole thing, yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
Unlike Fable, where you could like have an orgy in your house and then get married to everybody and have like 4 wives and 5 husbands, and or was that Fable 2? I think it was Fable 2, maybe.
I've never played one of those.
I like most of them. I think 3 was a little funky. I liked it had a gray ending. It was hard to get a there was no easy way to get a perfect ending.
Yeah.
It was always a tough decision at the end, which was nice. I like that. But it wasn't as good as the other ones. I think the second one was probably the best. Although the first one was pretty good, too.
Nice. Great.
I think I played an hour of one, and some guy was doing this you have this charisma thing, and some guy was trying to do like a 10-minute handshake.
Oh God!
Like, all right, yep, that's it. Enough. Turn it off.
You could gamble in one of them too to make money. That was another thing. And you could buy houses and rent them and stuff like that. So there was all kinds of stuff.
And didn't that one have an evil and a good ending?
That was the third. Well, I think all of them kind of do, because was this you always had that famous, infamous kind of thing going,
Right.
But I know 3 was a little grayer. I think the second one was more black and white, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But it's been a while since I played, yeah. And you would look more evil if you went down an evil path, which was fun. It wasn't just, your clothing would change, your face would change. You would look, more diabolical. People would be scared of you. Things like that, so.
Glowing red eyes.
Yeah, kind of things like that, yeah.
Is there anyone that we haven't heard from on their Skyrim experiences? Just any sort of side stuff. Victor, we have any Anything from you, Pat? We've heard a little bit from Pat.
Yeah, I think we hit on it for me.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy can't report, unfortunately.
Oh, jeez.
Did you try to make it anywhere like Solstein and stuff like that, Jeremy? Have you ever been up there?
I know I ran and hit all the big cities pretty early just to discover them.
This is a special island that you have to travel to through DLC. Have you done do that thing yet?
No. Where do I get that from? Or where do I leave?
Windhelm you would leave from.
Okay. City on the docks. It's not actually in the city of Windhelm, but down on the docks where all those crappy lesser Argonian lizard folk are slaving away out hauling boxes on the warehouse there. But talk to I don't even remember what is his name. It's something -salt guy. I don't know. There's a captain guy in a boat. You talk to him, and
Salty Pete.
Salty Pete. I think you
The
can.
guy with the big white arrow on his head.
yeah, pretty much.
He's always working leather.
You can pay him, or I think you can actually convince him to take you.
The first time you can guilt trip him. After that, you have to pay him.
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
you
I
can just
did
fast
guilt
travel
trip
back.
No, you can't fast travel.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker.
It's the white arrow in the sea.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I didn't know. Oh man, I've been wasting so much time with that. Oh, jeez.
It's exactly like Far Harbor. There's a little icon up off to the
Yeah.
Same mechanic. Yeah, you can just fast travel. I don't know if you get charged still though. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now because I'm going to go do it.
Yeah, I mean I have so much gold anyway right now. I don't even care. But
I'm so wealthy, I just toss it away.
Well, you know how the economy is in Skyrim. Like after you buy everything, and then once you hit like 6,000 gold, you may as well have 10 million because you're never going to use it anyway by the time you get to that point. Yeah,
unless you want the
house
solid.
Yeah. Unless you want that.
But that's only 20,000. It's like 30,000 fully kitted out, and then once I'm back. I have all the houses. I didn't do all the. I only did one of the Hearthfire.
Yeah,
I've got all the houses, and I've got 134,000 gold. It's just ridiculous. Totally ridiculous.
That's great.
I've got all the houses, all 3 Hearthfire. I'm Thane in every single city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 Hearthfires completely built. Yeah.
I did a modded Hearthfire style house that puts one up near Windhelm that was actually really a beautiful location and a really nice little house. But you can't take children back there and do the adoption
because
thing. You can't have a house Carl. You can't do this and that and the other. So, and since adoption is one of our objectives, we I decided to go back to, where is it? Valendril? Is that where every fucking person?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't seen my kids in like a month.
I've still not decorated a damn thing in Valendril. I have thousands of items in one barrel in the corner. Every time I touch the barrel, it like does that weird sound where like, oh, you've got way too many things in here, and it like slows down. It's like, oh, I need to store things in another place and maybe sell some of this shit. So I went and got the black market guy, and we're gonna go have fun in Valendril Hall for a couple hours probably. And
I've forgotten how long it takes sometimes because I had a ton of cash when I built the Falkreath, the lakeside manor there. And so I gathered all my resources, tons and tons of this and that, went and built everything, and bought all the furnishings from the house Carl. I forgot how long it takes to populate the house.
A long time, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, I just wasted all my money. There's a bug here. I can't, but I came back a little while later, and there was a table here and a chair there and stuff. Yeah, it could take many in-game days to get all the stuff.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't just pop up there. No.
Yeah.
Never noticed that it actually takes that long to load. That's interesting.
It's just
Victor, you're talking about the Hearthfire house, right?
The Hearthfire houses. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the city ones are instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, city ones are instant, but the Hearthfire houses, it takes a while for your house Carl or steward to actually buy. It makes sense. I guess.
You command them to go purchase stuff.
Yeah, to upgrade. Yes. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, because if you build it yourself, it's pretty instantaneous.
That it is, yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can build all this stuff, but it doesn't. It's not quite ever as fully populated if you build it all yourself. When you buy it from the steward, you get everything, all the little shelves and all the knickknacks on the shelves and the lights and stuff like that. It always looks better to me when I buy it all from the steward than it does when I try to make it all myself.
Oh.
So the steward gets an interior designer to get everything.
Totally.
He
just
cheats,
right.
Yeah.
Tell me about the exterior, Victor. What do you like to do outside? Do you buy a cow and some chickens and an extra horse? And
Always.
Yeah.
I do the whole shooting match.
The garden? Do you ever use the garden for?
I use the gardens all the time. Yeah. I usually do a greenhouse. Well, I do greenhouse. I do the library tower and the alchemy tower. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Library tower for putting books on shelves for decorative purposes, or
Because I like to collect books and read them.
you are a lore fiend and read the.
I don't know. I just like to read the books sometimes. Yeah.
Do your NPCs ever go? Do you find them sitting in a chair reading a book and stuff? Do they do that?
Yeah, if you let them idle, but that's I don't know how that doesn't work quite as well in vanilla as it does and with the NPC mod or a follower mod, you could set them to idle in place as it were, and then they will do that. They'll go and sit down and read a book.
Who do you like at your house? Do you invite a bard to come?
Oh, heck no. Screw those bards.
Those guys, they bring the whole band and they eat
They're
all
always
your food
singing
and
and
they
stuff.
sleep on the couch.
Oh, I always have a bard, I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I can't stand them. I usually end up killing them if I have a bard.
Oh, yeah. So I forget I always forget the difference between a steward and a housecarl and that sort of thing. Who is the person who's assigned by the Jarl?
That's the housecarl.
Housecarl is the
But
person.
you can turn your housecarl into a steward, and then the steward will stay at the house and protect the house from various marauding miscreants in the area, and also, and then you can buy all your crap from them as well. Yeah.
But they won't kill some skeevers downstairs.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I assume everybody, maybe people who are listening, don't know the little trick. If you leave one skeever alive, it's the one that won't attack you. I forget it. I think it has a name, in fact. Then they won't repopulate down there.
And is that the one that your little boy will adopt?
Possibly. I don't know.
Might
you
be.
leave the one skeever alive in the basement, and
I've
they
never done.
won't.
I've heard that
I just built all three houses and went down to the basement, and there was no skeevers.
Yeah, that's funny you say that because I haven't had skeevers either. But early on, I mean, my first Lakeview Manor on the 360 and so on. Yeah, I had basement skeevers all the time. Nobody wants a basement skeever.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been a great band name suggestion.
Basement skeevers.
Yeah, really.
Did anybody notice that Grelka in was it Thingy has a quest now in Rifted?
Oh no.
And she gives you was a named piece of armor with double enchantments on it. Pretty good. What was it? It's armor, but it's got 30 extra carry weight and 15%
nice
frost resistance.
Wow.
Very nice.
Scaled armor of the Traveler or something like that.
So you think that's new?
I think it was because I'm pretty sure I had it on a modded game once. I think it was in the game originally, and it was one of those things that is it Arthmore who done the what's the one where you
floor
cutting room floor?
Yeah,
and I think I had it on that, but yeah. So you can do one or two things. You know how she's complaining she hasn't got any money. You can either just give her 750 and she goes, oh, wow, I can't believe it. Well, well, here, take this. It looks like she hasn't been selling anything because the armor she gives you is worth like 1,700. And you only give her 750 I was going to say caps then.
Caps.
There's another thing I wanted to ask. This may have been in vanilla and I just don't remember it. But since we've gone beyond this, and once you have enlisted Delphine's help, etc., I thought, does the in rental automatically then revert to what's his name there, or is that new also? Because it seems to me I couldn't rent a room at the Sleeping Giant once Delphine was gone to the Blades, but now I can.
I thought it reverted to him automatically.
Did it? Okay, all right. Maybe it did.
Yeah.
That is, I usually play with the sound down and subtitles on, but I've been trying to play with headphones and really pay attention to dialogue and stuff as we play through. And that is one of my favorite exchanges that I never noticed before is Delphine.
Oh, when she leaves?
That is amazing.
Isn't that great? And he has that sort of wistful look on his face as she walks out the door. Yeah.
It's an amazing exchange.
I always felt bad for him. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well then.
Well, guys, we didn't get to any quests.
That's okay. They're short quests anyway.
Yeah. So
you had a good segue opportunity there when somebody mentioned Delphine.
yes, but the thing is, we are already come to the end of the show. So we'll have to pick up with Delphine at the beginning of next episode of the Skyrim Run. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into this episode. Michael, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Colin, Juan, thanks a lot for coming on. Pat and Victor.
It's a slice.
My pleasure.
Next week,
Always fun.
we'll go over the quests: A Blade in the Dark, Diplomatic Immunity, and A Cornered Rat. So we're gonna get some Esbern action finally.
Or so to speak.
I want to talk about that a little bit, just Esbern's voice actor and stuff like that next episode too. So I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. And what was I saying? No lollygagging or something, wasn't I? I don't even remember. I almost said see you in the wasteland. Good thing I didn't even say that. Have fun playing Skyrim.
That's not very catchy. You can do better.
Least catchy tagline ever.
Who's rapping? Overkeen. Dragons? I'm not overkeen. I'll dice them like a knife, slicing right through an
Thank you for downloading this episode of a Skyrim Addict podcast roundtable. If you are interested in doing a play-along character with us, the show can be contacted by emailing skyrimroundtable@gmail.com. For the Skyrim Random Stats Character Generator, the Roundtable schedule, our Amazon link, and all other show information, please head on over to asapodcasting.com, where you will find the Fallout feed, My Journey with CF, a Skyrim Addict podcast, the Chatterbox, ASA Game Talk, our YouTube channel, as well as other content. Your 5-star review on iTunes is greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you for downloading, and no lollygagging.
So we know you like Fallout and Skyrim. But what about other games out there? You like any of those? We're guessing you do. Well, we've got the answer for you. If you do, why don't you head over to asapodcasting.com and give our general gaming show, ASA Game Talk, a listen. It's available for iTunes and Stitcher for all your listening needs. That's asapodcasting.com, ASA Game Talk. So you've heard us talk about cystic fibrosis, and you want to know a little bit more about it. Well, why don't you head on over to asapodcasting.com, click on the My Journey with Cystic Fibrosis link, and give our shows a listen. You can hear Andrew and myself and his wife Tori talking about cystic fibrosis. You can hear a typical CF appointment with their son, and get a little more information. That again is asapodcasting.com, My Journey with Cystic Fibrosis.